What's up everyone, Boyces here, and here are the best comps that you can play on PBE for TFT set 5. So let's start with the obvious one, Redeemed. So there's so many variations of it, I'm not gonna cover everything, but the main idea is having Redeemed and specifically Varkos, Kale, and Rel in your front line. I'm just covering the 6 version right here just because there's only 2 legendaries. The main way to win the game right now is just to fast 9 every time and play 4.5 cost, but this is really strong front line, and all you have to do is make sure that you have 1 mana item on their cause, and then you go full AP. Double Gauntlet, let's say Rabadon is great. I can see also Gunblade, so in a way like Orient Sword on set 4. All of them are fantastic. Your second Gary is always going to be Kale. For Kale, best insult is GA and Ridgeblade by far. +1, honestly, it can be anything. You don't need QSS just because you have Verdant. You have the Kindred in front here that can save you if needed. Yeah, overall, it's just really strong. If you are playing to win, I would highly recommend this composition. Rangers, so I'm gonna show you 2 versions of it. The first one is rerolled Vayne specifically. Yeah, it's stronger than you think. If you have 4 Rangers and a Rageblade and a Hurricane, non-Shadow, by the way, not forgotten in this comp because you will have more than enough damage anyway. And the QSS if needed. Otherwise, you can just put a True Gauntlet. She is doing true damage. If the true damage can crit, it's bonkers. Okay, really high attack speed, good front line, massive CC here and here, some healing, some protection here. You know, the basic idea between backline and frontline composition. Protect the carry, doing ton of damage to anything that moves. Protect your front line, have some CC, stall enough time so that the Vayne can kill everything. If you're going Rangers but not Vayne, I would recommend going Aphelios with Shadow Rageblade and Shadow BT. Really fantastic mix right there. You're going to see those 2 items on a lot of carries here. Having a GA is fantastic as well. Having a Nightbringers is really good. If you can have a spot for Nightbringer and then get this to 4, go for it, it's insane. Yeah, a lot of healing, a lot of damage, back and front line, go for it. Reroll Alien. So, the idea here is that this is actually so much better than what people think. You just have to, hit, basically, right? So, any AD item, you put it on a Kled, and any AP and mana item, you put it on a Ziggs. Ideally, you really want those 2 3-stars along with Poppy. That would be fantastic, and then you just press level. Before the Teemo, you're gonna play Kennen that will add some CC in the backline, which is great. You can have the Lulu and have maybe Morgana to give you Mystic before you find the Kindred and the other important units. But overall, this comp is actually so good. Just because all the units and the portal that revives, it has a lot of value even in late game. So this is super strong early, especially if you hit those units early game. It's really strong. You can definitely go fast 9 with this. If you do hit those 3 actually, 1 cost, 3-star, I'm pretty sure I can go fast 9. Just pick up a huge front line along the way, you're good to go. I still believe that this comp is actually insane. So this comp is pretty simple. You're gonna have the rise for your AP damage here, even though, let's be honest, it's not gonna do much. but if you had to put your AP items, it will go on him. And AD items will go towards Jax and Darius. For Nightbringer and 3 Iron Card for Mystics, your team basically won't die, and by the time they do, the Jax will have enough stacks to kill everything, and the Darius can finish everything that the Jax doesn't. So, again, really strong comp. Now on to Karma. Karma is so strong if you do hit her with those specific items, where she will crit basically every second once she's stacking her ability. It's nuts. It's just nuts. You just need to have enough time to store so she can get there. After that, she will just clean everything for you. Which is why you have a gigantic front line here. Even though the Nidalee is going to jump to the lowest health, the Granny here, massive CC on the Volibear, Daisy will come up, you have another turret that you can put here to store even more. You know, in instant composition, if you want to try high DPS, or highest DPS actually, I think, once stacked, Karma is the way to go. We have to talk about Draven, of course. Again, is really good. Shadow Rage Blade, Shadow BD. Last Whisper, that's, you know, questionable. You can have GA, you can have QSS. It's just whatever else you can get. If there is a lot of Ironclad or Knights and stuff like that, I really like the Last Whisper, but that's just my personal preference. Otherwise, the team is basically same idea. You just want Ironclad, Knight, and some Mystic in the back to protect the Draven. Have Legionnaire so you can have more attack speed, and you're good to go. You will have more than enough damage with those 2 items to kill everybody, so the idea is just to stall. So this is not currently one of the best comps, but the patch of today on this specific Tuesday buffed 3 to 4 of those units that are present in this comp. Yeah. So if you're looking for a comp that's usually not too contested, unless forced, of course, and that has been buffed, this is it. You're gonna have golden eggs, plenty of eggs, 3-star, as many Darkling units as you can, with the eggs that you get along the way and the wins. But yeah, Zyra buff, Ash buff, Emerald Dagger buff, set buffs. So yeah, that's pretty insane. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know if you do have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.